So, the time has come at last.
Wait, was that another one of the memories from the book?
Well, one of them looked like the knight's Nexus, but the other one was some old lady.
I know that woman.
Oh, we do indeed. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default 2. Last time, we wrapped up everything around Excellence that was to do. Took down some rare monsters, finished up some quests, and figured out how to stop the Knight's Nexus. And today, we're going to be doing just that. We've got a party chat to start today's off, and then we're going to be heading straight to her. The Nexus's memories. So, the Nexus's memories are gone now, right? I think so. Can't see any mention of it in the book anymore. Nope, I think that's done it. Sure, all well and good, but we still need to get rid of the actual Nexus. Aye, and that won't be easy. But at least we know that when the awful creature's beaten, it'll stay beaten. Just one wee problem, though. We have no idea where it actually is. Exactly. If I remember rightly, the book said that the Nexus was made up of two parts, the soul and the vessel. And now that we've taken care of its soul, we just need to destroy the vessel? Aye, exactly. Alright then, let's go find it. Hey, that old woman the book showed us, you think she might know something? I'm not sure. Can't hurt to go and ask though, eh? Yeah, now if I remember rightly... Well, she's holed up in various towns, except for Magmel and Musa, but I think it's best if we head to Halcyonia, as it's where everything began, and it's where we've known her for the longest. So, let's head that way. There will be no dilly-dallying in this episode. We're going to be going straight to the very, very end. Right through here is the old lady. Let's go ahead and just talk to her for a little bit.
I've been waiting here so long now, staring out to sea. Just waiting and waiting for someone to come and visit me.
Are you...
Don't even try to work it out. Any memory of my ever existing was gobbled up a long, long time ago. Still, I'm glad my wait wasn't wasted. In fact, I'd say it was 50 years very well spent. Here you are, at last. The heroes of light, the crystals chosen. Praise be. I too was once chosen. Half a century ago, when the world knew me as Eileen, Queen of Fairies.
Wait, you're her?
I am indeed. Godric, Emma, Sloane, and myself. We too once faced the Nexus. Alas, we were unable to destroy it. No sooner had we defeated it than it rose once more. And though we did all we could, the mystery of how it might be permanently eliminated eluded us. So it fell to the scion of Musa to do his duty. Godric sacrificed himself, and the evil was imprisoned.
But we know how to defeat it now. The book showed us where it's hidden its soul away.
Lady Emma clearly taught you well.
It showed us a place somewhere across the sea.
Across the sea, you say? The outer oceans, I would wager.
The outer oceans? Are they different somehow?
Very different, my dear. It is the name we give to the dimensions beyond our own. As the crystal's power has weakened, worlds once separated by vast oceans have become connected. Worlds utterly unlike our own.
Worlds utterly unlike our own? Like where we go when we die?
Only one who hails from the other side may cross the outer oceans. And so you will prove useful to your friends in more ways than one. Now, prepare yourself, and when you're ready, climb aboard the boat. I will send you on your way.
Seth once again proving to be a valuable member of the team. If you want to make any preparations, now's the time to do it. But I think I'm pretty ready. That's what we spent this entire last batch of episodes doing. Let us visit the outer oceans.
Very well. It is time. Fire, water, wind, and earth, by your power may the heroes of light go forth.
I always knew and accepted my fate. I knew it was my duty as a princess of Musa. But you chose this of your own free will. To fight, to make a stand against calamity and misfortune.
You chose it too. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't. It's nothing to do with fate or the crystal's blessing. We all chose this.
Exactly. Free will is what brought us here.
Aye. We might have all had our various reasons, but why sweat the details, right? What's important is that we all chose to be with one another. I chose to ask Adele along on my travels, and she chose to stick with me. I took one look at her, and I could see that she was tough and reliable, and just who I needed along for the ride.
Yeah. I guess I saw something similar. I saw someone I could trust. Even if he did turn out to be even more of a bonehead than I suspected.
Hey! I thought we weren't getting into the details. You'd think I'd said that enough times by now.
Alright. The Knight's Nexus is somewhere on this island. We need to find it, and we need to end this. Let's move out.
We can't squander the legacy of those who came before us. We need to finish this once and for all. Welcome to our final dungeon, the Isle of Nothingness. First things first, I want to say, what a beautifully yet haunting image in the bottom right there to showcase this. The land beyond the living. It's honestly... there's not really many words I can use to describe it. Leaving the world behind, the final battle will soon be upon us. Aye. And fancy having to leave our world in order to fight it, eh? Yeah, I never imagined it would come to this. But we have to see this through now that we've come so far. You bet we do. No turning back now. Certainly not. Onward to the depths of the world beyond our own, where the Knight's Nexus awaits. Yep, we're nearly there now. Alright, no slacking, you lot. Let's get through this to the end. Don't worry, Elvis. Nothing is gonna stop us now. The time has come to finish things. Once and for all. Aye, and remember, we're not just doing this for us, we're doing this for the heroes of light who came before us. And all those who suffered at the hands of the Knight's Nexus. All those whose lives have been destroyed. All humans, and all fairy kind too, shall live in peace once more. This is it, guys. Let's do it. Now, if you are inclined, there are quite a few treasure chests here to grab. I would suggest you grab at least a few of them. And there are some unique enemies here in the Isle of Nothingness as well that I will be kind of skimming through. We have the Reaper Assassins, again, going with the whole Afterlife motif here. Very, very fitting. I'm going to be just trying to mow them down as quickly as possible. That way we don't have to worry about it too much. I didn't get all of them, which is kind of unfortunate. They do have Mass Attack, which is a little annoying to deal with. if I can go to Elvis's turn and just do, I'm assuming probably weak fire? Probably might be my guess. Also, I will go ahead and mention this now. This will be my final team going into this finale. I will not be changing my jobs, and so if you are curious, this is what I'll be fighting the Knights Nexus with. I think it's pretty fitting. Seth as Brave Bearer, Gloria as a Bastion White Mage, which is one of my favorite job combinations. Lots of peak here. Elvis being fittingly a Black Mage, and Adele, while not having the same level of narrative importance as I think the others do, Bard is still a pretty fitting job for her, at least.
What the? What's that?
It's Seth. It's the people that have been helping us out. It's every other player's version of Seth coming to aid us in this fight against the Knights Nexus. Seth is someone who can cross the barriers between the living and the outer oceans, and so it makes sense that various other Seths from the other worlds are going to be coming here to help us out. We've got a Fizzy Flantasia here. Let's see if we can't take them down. Thundaga! There we go. Honestly, I should probably be putting on full force here. There's a Smart Crava, which I don't think I've ever actually gone over before. Right here. Immunity to ailments that can be cured with Basana. So if you want to make yourself immune to quite a few different ailments, you can equip that on your team. Let me real quickly put on full force here. That way our attacks can do a little bit more damage with our indiscriminate rage. And, okay, so as you can probably tell, the area here in the Isle of Nothingness is a little familiar, wouldn't you say? And something weird about it is that it's a conglomeration of all of our previous areas that we've explored. We went through the kind of the grasslands Halcyonia region, now we're in a desert similar to Savalon, and you can hear the overall music of those areas, along with the weird corruption that the Nexus is probably exuding on the area here with these purple vein-like lines. It's really haunting, which I think is obviously pretty fitting, but it is still something that it's worth bringing up, as it's genuinely a really, really cool look to the area here, despite it just being sort of rehashed areas before. Mjolnir. Now that is actually a very, very important item here. This is a staff imbued with the power of storms, which will let lightning attacks do 30% more damage. This is going to be Elvis's final weapon, as lightning damage is going to be quite valuable, and so we're going to be putting that on him. There's only so many treasure chests left, so let's see if we can't find them, and I'm gonna let you experience and enjoy the atmosphere here.
I can't see a thing in this fog. What's that?
Way's been cleared for us again, and ooh, what's with the loss of color here? I mean, yeah, Wiswald does have some weird foggy water, but things are definitely getting more corrupted as we move on here. Here's a teleport pad, indicating that we're about halfway through the dungeon. And we're going to be getting some more enemies here. Let's see if we can't deal with them first and foremost. Okay then. Lots and lots of damage. Thankfully we took down those guys. We have a lava tortoise we have to deal with. I guess we could examine it right now. Lots of HP here. Speak to water. Let's see if we can't kill it through the default stance. There we go. Perfect.
I'm amazing.
That you are, Elvis. Couldn't be doing this without you, buddy. Okay, going up here, nothing on the edge of that part of the map. So let's walk around the tortoise here. There might be something on the other end of that water, so let's see if we can't reach around towards it. Seems like the Reapers are the only ones that are not afraid of me right now, which I think is okay. Level 60 is a pretty decent level range to be for this final area, so we're looking pretty good. Another nasty surprise. How am I not surprised? This wouldn't be a video with me for Bravely Default 2 if I wasn't getting jumped by every single treasure chest. It's pretty fitting. Counter Savvy is so good in this area, holy crap. Ooh, we got a dagger from that High Road Star. That's a really cool name. And a diamond chestplate, which I think is a heavy piece of armor? No, it's not. Where is it then? Oh, it's right here. Light resistance +1 is not that bad, actually. But we got the... What is this? The High Road Star. A blade that slashes with explosive, unforgiving speed. Huh. That's not bad. Especially if you hadn't been going around and fighting all the rare monsters for their loot. Especially Ball there. For the Karnanwanhan, which I still don't remember if I'm pronouncing that right, but the High Road Star actually could come in handy there. Alright, so let's move over here to the northern end here. We should be crossing over into the Rheimdall-esque area, which again has my favorite overworld theme rendition, and we also have a new enemy.
Let's do this.
The corruption is very clear here. Wow, with the snow being contrasted with the purple veins. Oh, it's such a cool looking area. Okay, let's see here. I don't see anything too important to grab. I'm sure there's a treasure chest around here somewhere, though. I think every region adds a new enemy to the pile here, so I don't think there's anything else for us to really worry about. Nothing here in this ice pack, so let's go further north. Ooh, another new enemy, along with a treasure chest. Perfect. Oh, boy. Oh! Okay. We got something very, very important right there. A Mega Elixir. Fully restores the whole party's HP and MP. Now, obviously, you can also just widen area and Elixir to everyone with Salve-Maker, and you'll get the same result. But this is really, really, really valuable if you don't have a Salve-Maker on your team. So we're going to be looking at 2 Elixirs and Mega Elixir. Remember that you can actually buy Elixirs in shops, so if you wanted to stock up on those, you could do that. We also got something else that I completely forgot about. Oh yeah, it was our second Bloody Shield. Once again, these can be upgraded into a much better shield, so if you want 2 of them for like a dual shield build, you can do that. You'll be able to make a single character immune to all elements just by dual wielding those 2 shields. Again, it does take some time to actually make those work, and I have not been diligent enough to be able to upgrade those anytime soon. But I'll be doing my best. And here we are in the Holograd rendition area. Perfectly equipped with lava, as per usual. And our final treasure chest of the Isle of Nothingness. Which, would you believe it, it has a surprise for us. Ooh, okay. Another new staff. Very nice. And a second gold hairpin. I believe that is our second one. As Adam drops the first one. Yep, 2 gold hairpins. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's see here. Aselpius, a wand adorned with a coiled snake that is said to have been wielded by a healer so gifted he could raise the dead. A very, very good staff, as we can see here. We're going to be slotting that on Gloria, as she'll be our main tank and healer for this team. Once again, we're getting helped out by people from the other worlds. Very, very important. Got an elixir drop right there, which is very, very good.
That's a lot of monsters. What's that?
At this point, I'm not surprised, but at long last, we have finally made it to where the Knight's Nexus resides. And we have one final party chat for us. The Heroes of Light. I was pretty nervous at first. They wouldn't stop telling me how humans were stupid, barbaric creatures. But they were wrong. I know that now. Humans aren't stupid, and they aren't barbaric. They definitely don't deserve to be destroyed. which is why. I've solved the riddle of that wee book at last. Does that mean my journey's come to an end? Of course it doesn't. The others want to see this through, and by crikey, so do I. They need my help, and that's the only reason I need to help them. Which is why. Father, Sir Sloane, you will not have to wait much longer. My duty as a scion of Musa will soon be fulfilled. I must put an end to this. And I must ensure that no such tragedy blights the world again. Which is why. Only one who hails from the other side may cross the outer oceans, and so you will prove useful to your friends in more ways than one. That's what the Queen of Fairies said. The whole reason I was washed up on that beach is so I could be here today. And now I've made it this far. There's no turning back. Which is why we have to destroy the Knight's Nexus. My final build going into our last fight with the Knight's Nexus is going to be Seth as Brave Bearer Vanguard to take advantage of the various stat bonuses of the Brave Bearer, along with maxing out his physical attack power. He's going to be my main physical attacker, doing most of the damage to the Nexus as kind of the main guy going at her. Gloria is going to be Bastion White Mage as our tank and healer, giving the team damage mitigation while being able to top everyone else off if need be. She's not a panic healer by any means, but she's able to top people up if that is something that she can do. Otherwise, she's just going to be applying Rampart and Velation to minimize the amount of damage we are taking. Elvis is going to be our secondary attacker as a Black Mage Freelancer, taking advantage of Late Bloomer with Freelancer, along with Mimic, but mainly going to be casting powerful spells to deal with the Nexus. Thanks to high velocity spells, we don't have to worry about any immunities or absorptions, so the Nexus won't see what's coming at her. Then we have Adele, going as Bard Salvemaker. Her stats are definitely on the lower end, but she's going to be playing as the team's buffer, while having the immediate panic heals or revivals for the team if need be. In terms of my equipment, if you want to take a look, I'm going to go ahead and take away the Mark of the Voids here and add something extra to my team, as EXP is no longer something I need to worry about. Something I would suggest is just applying a safety ring to your entire team, that way you can't get instantly killed by anything and get blindsided, ruining your strategies. So I'll be applying a safety ring to my entire team. Here are my passive abilities going into this fight if you want to take notes. But otherwise, this is it. Let's finish this, once and for all. Guess our big final battle's waiting for us down there. Let's do this.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Never forgive. Never forget. All history, all memory, all must be gathered unto me.
It wants it all for itself, huh? Every single memory in the world.
Aye, and not for a good reason. Filthy, corrupted creature. It just wants to destroy the lot of them, to gobble them up full stop.
Never forgive. Never forget. Those who feared my knowledge, who tried to lock me away, none shall be forgiven.
Hear me, Nexus. It is not your knowledge that mankind fears. It is your greed, your insatiable need to consume all that we remember, all that we hold dear.
Lies! Lies! You fear my wisdom, its perfection. I see the scattered fragments of memory gathered. The meaningless given meaning. All knowledge subsumed into one glorious whole. That abstraction needlessly hinders my purpose. It must be obscured, extinguished, annihilated.
All right? We've got a world to save.
Okay, time for our final battle against the Knight's Nexus. This is a race against time more than any other fight we've ever come across, as she has so many things that she can do to us to take us down. If you remember from our fight with her and Magmel, this is basically her third phase again, just a little bit stronger. So we kind of have a pretty decent idea of how to take her down. Right now, I think it might be best for me to try and take down at least one of these hands, just so we can get ourselves in a decent spot. Let's go ahead and take down the Cradling Hand, as that has the least amount of HP, and we'll definitely be able to kill it. There we go. Again, Berserk is something that you really need to worry about. Berserk and Contagia are both two things that the Knight's Nexus can do, and so play around those if you can. Right now, I think it'd be best if we just go ahead and top our team off. There we go. Adele, let's actually... We've got some time. Let's go ahead and boost everyone's... let's boost Seth's attack, and then send him right back at her with Shut Up and Dance. So this will let us take down the hands, and then we can start working on the Nexus herself. Here we go. Neo Cross Slash. This will also make it to where Seth's BP goes back to 0. That way we can use his actions again. There we go. Done and done.
Got a little something for you.
All shall be annihilated. All shall be destroyed. I am free at last of the chains that bound me. Free to wreak desolation on the land. All shall be devoured. All shall be consigned to oblivion. Destruction. Annihilation. All shall be consumed.
Where am I?
I can't remember my name.
Who am I? Who are you?
What's happening?
Give your memories up to oblivion. Return to the void, to nothingness.
I can't remember anything.
Who am I again?
I don't understand. Where am I? What's going on?
The whole world is counting on us.
The Nexus finally revealed her true form, and unfortunately, our team is not in a good situation right now. All three of our party members are losing their memories, and it's just Seth that we can control. We need to help them remember who they are.
Adele, you left your hometown to search for your sister, remember? And you were brave enough to show us that you were a fairy, even though that put you in danger. You risked your life to spread your wings and rescue Martha. You're the only one of your kind willing to give humans a chance. And more than that, you're our friend.
I'm Adele, hero of light and chosen warrior of the Crystal of Fire.
That's exactly right, Adele. We've come too far to give up our memories to the Nexus. Okay, we have control of Adele now. Unfortunately, she can't help people remember, so we need to bring Seth back over. Here we go, Shut Up and Dance, and then have him help remember Elvis.
Elvis, don't tell me you've forgotten who you are. Not after you finally unlock the secrets of that book. You're the best scholar I know, and an even better friend. Nothing phases you. or ever gets you down. And you taught me the best lesson I ever learned. Don't sweat the details.
Dead too. Aye. Dead. And I've not forgotten who I am. Elvis, the Earth Crystal's very own hero of light, reporting for duty.
A world annihilated, a very powerful AoE attack. The Knight's Nexus in this form is incredibly dangerous with some of the most terrifying moves in her arsenal. We need to make sure everyone is ready for this fight. Let's get Gloria back in here.
Gloria, you have to remember, you're the last princess of Musa. You set out on a quest to take back the crystals, and you finally found them all. You're proud, and strong, and totally committed. You were even ready to give your life to save the world. I'll never forget you, or what you've done, or what we've been through together. You have to remember.
Yes. I am Gloria. I am a hero of light. Chosen by the water crystal.
Begone. Dissipate. Perish. You are exiled to oblivion. You shall be lost. Forgotten.
I'm... No...
Please, remember who you are. You have to remember. Ugh, come on, damn you! You can't go forgetting who you are now, of all times.
I remember. You won't get rid of me that easily. I'm not going anywhere.
You'll not be obliterating this one's memory anytime soon.
He's our friend, our partner. We've been through hell together.
We'll never forget him. And as long as that's true,
I'll always be here.
You're looking out for me up there, Lady Emma. Primordial forces! Trunk's got nothing to do with it, pal.
all of us. I must stop you. Let me help you.
It's time to get serious. Let's see. La la la. Stop me and you heard this one.
Want to see what I can really do? Maelstrom of magic, primordial forces consume you! Don't feel too good, here I go! Wait for it! Okay, what's the plan?
We stand firm tonight.
Time to play my trump cards. Aye, that should do it.
Now you've made me mad. Okay, I'm all set. How
her!
Try this for size. See how you like this. Let's go.
No big deal!
You are about to witness my true power. Perhaps this might
You
help.
saved my bacon. Want to see what I can really do? Alrighty! Strike down my enemies! Hailstorm of magic right through you!
Okay, what's the plan?
Okay, I'm going all in. Try this for size. Prepare for impact.
The Nexus! We finally did for it!
It's really over, isn't it?
There's just the one page left. Let's see now.
Maybe it's our memories.
Thank you. All of you.
What's happening?
I think this island might have been relying on the Nexus to keep it whole.
Then we need to get out of here.
It's no good! There's no time!
No! We can't give up now! We mustn't!
What's happening?
Look, everyone!
You have done well, heroes of light. The Knight's Nexus is no more. Now we return to our true purpose, that of balancing the four great powers.
The land shall be fertile once more, the seas calm and gentle. Peace shall return.
But should your kind succumb once more to temptation, give in to anger, calamity shall soon befall you.
But not now, not here. Thanks to your efforts, this chapter is at an end.
The Knight's Nexus has fallen, and the wall between humanity and fairy kind too shall fall.
This being so, accept this, our final blessing.
You shall be returned to the world from whence you came.
Home at last, huh?
Aye, seems like it. All's well that ends well, eh?
But is it really, truly over?
Yeah, I think it is this time.
All right. Time to go home. Everyone ready?
Yes. How could... But why?
And with that, Bravely Default 2 definitively comes to a close. For real this time. This is not a fake-out ending. This is a game that, and I've mentioned this quite often, I had a bit of a love-hate relationship with when it first came out, and it took me a while to really decide to give this game another shot. As the first time I played through it, I kind of ended off with yeah, this game is okay, but it's not nearly as good as the other two that I've played in the franchise. But after giving it a few years to kind of mull over it, and playing it on Steam, which definitely helps the performance issues and a few bugs, this game in general is one that I think is just as good, if not better, than its predecessors. While, yeah, there are a few things that are different that don't usually mean that it's better, like the adjustments to the turn-based combat system being kind of some good, some bad in terms of changes. The fact that Seth is a nameable character kind of makes him sort of disconnected from the other members, so the crew doesn't feel as cohesive as the other two games. I don't like the dungeon design of this game very much, and, you know, all of that negative stuff. But when I truly look at this game, I see a game that was as good as it could be with the circumstances that surrounded it. And what I mean by that is that this game, and I haven't really gone into it in too many details, but this game got hit hard by a very iconic and certain pandemic. And especially in this last third of the journey, it is very apparent that there was a lot of stuff missing. But what we did get told a story that, honestly, I think is probably the most cohesive and easiest to understand narrative of the franchise, with it just being a pretty simple story about tribalism and surprisingly a refreshing take on the idea of people aren't just black or white in terms of morality. There are people who lend themselves into each category pretty obviously, but there are others who are very morally gray. Bernard, Gladys, the fairies themselves. The clash between man and fairy is a very, very strong part of this story, and while there are points where it could have been improved, I think what we got is a pretty decent story, a pretty strong set of cast, a pretty strong cast. Sorry, I'm kind of going off of my head here. I don't really have any script ready for this, but you know, a strong party member cast that, despite a few things here and there that didn't really work out, or you know, most of the characters kind of having a slow start in terms of characterization, Gloria is one of my favorite characters in the franchise. Elvis is incredible. He ended racism in one night. Adele is a really, really fun character, and Seth is probably my least favorite of the bunch, but he's still an endearing character that fits pretty well. But either way, this game is really, really good. And while it is not my favorite of the franchise, it's not my least favorite either. And I think that's worth something. Now, we aren't done today. There's still more for us to do. There's still quite a bit of stuff for the post-game. I still want to go over New Game Plus. I still have to go over Bind and Divide in more detail. So we've got some time before we fully close out this journey for good. But with that said, I do want to thank you all so much for watching. This was a series that I really, really wanted to make after the first game, after making the first game, in terms of series, and it was a toss-up between this and Bravely Second, obviously. And I decided to tackle Bravely Default 2 because I feel like this game gets a pretty bad rap. And while, again, there are definitely some things that I absolutely agreed with, I felt like this game needed someone in its corner more than I had seen anywhere else on the internet. Because overall, I really like this game. And I hope I have shown that off with this series, and the things that I like and the things that, yeah, I don't like. So I guess that's kind of it. This ending is a little short, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think with all of the other fake out endings that this game has, this is short and sweet. And yeah, I guess I will. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you stick around for the post-game stuff, and then afterwards, we're going to be moving on to a few things that are pretty different in terms of video styles. Obviously, I'll still have to do the job videos. I don't know what I'll be at this point in time, in terms of releases when this releases. So we'll figure that out as it comes. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the credits, the rest of the ending, and I'll see you soon.
Hear me, you who chose the harder path, though eternal peace awaited you. That path is not yet at an end. I am Wind, by whose blessing you did take your place among the heroes of light. And the wind knows no end, no place of rest. This being so, your journey must continue.
Welcome home.